Hey, what is up, my little hunters? It's your boy Mikiryu Shioto coming at you with a double feature due to articulation Spider-Man review. So we have over here the Scarlet Spider, that is Kane, a clone of Spider-Man from an alternate universe. I do not remember the number. Please forgive me. And then this is supposed to be Stealth Suit Spider-Man, but I do not see how you can be stealthy when you are that green with green transitioning into black. So from here on out, I will refer to that Spider-Man as Monster Spider-Man, and this as what he should be, Scarlet Spider. So let's get down to it, because there's no accessories whatsoever with these guys. And, yeah. Only because there are certain parts that I have to show am I going to do this. So, he has lines all over him, make him look kind of techy. I think this suit was designed by Tony Stark. I could be wrong. I admit it, I could be wrong, but yeah. It's such a disappointment. Let's move on to the one that actually got things correct, Scarlet Spider. So, I played Spider-Man Edge of Time, and I have a high expectation due to that game, and this figure does not disappoint, because I can do my favorite pose, which is the air dive. Or if you want to look at it this way, he can fly. But either way, he looks so dynamic in a diving pose. And honestly, I don't know if they have. I don't know if they haven't. I haven't been keeping up, haven't seen one, but if they make a Spider-Man 2099 figure, they should design it with this body mold and just add a little bit of spikes off the back. That would all be all you need to do to make him this mold into Spider-Man. Well, and change the head, because, yeah, you can't really paint over those eyes. But, yeah. So let's get into the articulation. Articulatione. Look all the way down. Look all the way up. It's not on a ball joint, so you can't get any giggity goo, Quagmire style, but the head can. Rotate 360 degrees, but I'm not trying to kill him. I realize he's a figure, but you don't need to rotate their heads 360 degrees. My favorite joint in all of action figures, the butterfly joint. I don't know why more figures aren't made with butterfly joints. They need to be made with those butterfly joints, because you can get such a good pose of... Give me just 1 second. That pose. You can get them into that pose with a butterfly joint. The punch right across the face, looking and leaping simultaneously. They need to make more figures with the butterfly joint. And then Ab Crunch does allow almost the perfect amount of angle to do our favorite pose of looking down, watching the city. There's just a little bit of restriction in the hip joints due to, plastic. But, yeah, still amazing. Amazing articulation. I do wish that these molds came with a toe bend, which would facilitate the Spider-Man perched on anything, really. But, yeah. And then shoulders, if you keep them like that, go all the way back, rotate the arm down, and you get more than you need. This is like the smell my armpit thing that your big brother or sister, you probably got this from your brother, be like the, hey, smell my armpit, dude. No way, man. That thing. Double jointed elbow, does have bicep rotation. I love this color palette, by the way. He's primarily, I wish he was yeah, he's red and black, hence the name Scarlet Spider. I wish, though, that he was more, like, I guess you'd say inverted, or just a lot more black, a little less red. And then Wrist is on that standard peg, if I can get it to focus. Rock it back. Stupid thing. Rocks back. Or I guess that's forward. Rocks back. Focus. And then hips are on a very weird joint. I call it the twist joint. So you have to twist this joint, which would basically be his butt cheek, to get his legs to go forward. But if you rotate it another way, you can get him to do the splits borderlining on perfectly. Borderlining on perfect. You do have to kind of force him down, which, let's face it, that's just mean to do to a guy, but yeah. Yeah, you get pretty much a perfect, beautiful spread, as Jobby the Hong says. Not trying to steal that from him, just using it as a reference. And then you got upper thigh rotation. Double jointed knee. Foot is capable of going back that far, forwards that far, and is on a rocker. So you can get almost the most dynamic poses you could ever wish for out of this figure. Like I said, I wish that there was toe articulation and I guess you call them side skirts if you built Gunpla, but you know, a little bit more movement somewhere in this area so that you could actually get them into the standing on the tip of a church or a ball, you know, the crouched position that we all associate with Spider-Man. I do like that you can also pull off one of the most iconic due to Tobey Maguire being Spider-Man. Thank you very much for that. Being this pose, you know, when he's jumping, I think it's close to the end, or it's during one of the, I think it's his first police chase, but this pose anyway. You know, it's just so awesome to get that pose. And then, yeah. So, paint-wise, I would definitely recommend this one, not this one. They really, really could have done better with this. And this one's a little floppy, but that's because I've had these guys for so many years. So, a little stiffer on this, on the Scarlet. Not so much on the, I guess they call this the big time Spider-Man. I call it the stealth suit. It's one of his stealth suits. But yeah, it's such a disappointment. He literally looks like he's trying to sponsor Monster Energy and failed to get the color concept. Because he's supposed to be black with green highlights, not this. And if you stick this under a black light, he sticks out like a sore thumb. So, articulation wise, get the mold. But color wise, get the Scarlet Spider. Unless you're gonna have this Spider-Man just literally standing there in a corner like in a case. Not worth it. 5 out of 5 just for the paint application alone. Or sorry, 5 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Need I say more? So that's my review of the same mold, 2 different paint applications. Horrible, awesome, terrible, very good. Belongs in the garbage can. Belongs on a pedestal. I will say I have one minor, and it is subatomic. It's like 3 quantum particles worth of a complaint. I wish that they would have added another fist or another thwipping hand. But, you know, it is what it is. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, my little hunters, you should have stayed awake. Bye!